1. In the cotton-picking moment, in the long pause before foreign wars laid waste the international banking laws, his mission was piped in ochre balls. We're not asking you to steal the crown jewels. Go east, young sport, and sow your oats. Ferret out some hydra-harried rows for comfort. Camouflage yourself in that pack of confidence tricks your grandpa perfected from the pulpit. Play hard and duplicate your monthly report tucked between the lines of a poetry mart. Not under the counter, just so damn smart those limey dicks will die puzzling out. Quoth his mentor over Harvard lunch. Now be a good sort and pass the part. He took his trusty plume in hand. He took his wolfram wine of the purple and, in no time caught the minksome foal with eyes so swart she blacked his name while boosting his fame and the views of other expats on the parlor game. Quid of the backy swoon, bawling Xeroxed banknotes down the vales of maidens and fielding Pinkerton man to Winston Churchill's cousin Sam, stroked his early white beard and spoke in onion seller's antic cant. You've gone straight native, Uncle Tom, pipped by your own lip, truly rabbit-holed, Ton P. Well, enjoy this dead-end pier. I'm off on me hauls. Leave you to tinker with the mothership. 2. Snot on an old man's lapel is all the watch and chain he could pocket, laid off 40 years before retirement. His rackahoo trailing off into that sunset smile where all who snout and snifter lie down the while. Yet shield your eyes, sunny man, and see surf breaking on the strand, driftwood of wrecks coming into land. Bald head on the shoulder block of youth, antiquated thought dolled up as youth, become the latest highfalutin fad, as off-course tipster to the owl gang. If lucky, you'll twit one last ignoble Iscariot hanging out at Uttoxeter, or failing that, bag yourself a spying helot. 3. A game of cheese. My hair is bad tonight, she says to me. I say, the wind is up. She prays. What the devil? I repeat, my dear, the wind, the yellow wind. Put your teeth in, she snores, so that I may hear. And I reflect, it's up again. You jealous creep, don't bother me. With that she groans and goes back to sleep. 4. Here's a good un, overheard at Margate Metropole as we were sate next to Willie Morm and Co. That German naval attaché in Geneva, tall green yacht fella on Lake whatchamacallit, 6-inch shells concealed at the forecastle. His great-uncle Jaime lost a leg at Gettysburg. Says that if America came into the war, would treat every table at the casino to a bottle of Bollinger. Our politician, mind you, neglects to say on which side. So our British cause by his ma and in-laws related to 3 US presidents, not to be outdone, orders champagne all round, which Fritz What's-His-Face disdains to swallow, proving thereby no sausage eater was ever a sportsman. Cable this to Chicago for the spring edition in hopes to be on time for once. 5. Render unto Caesar, I say unto Quid. Can't blame a fellow for being a snipcock. Went to school with one. His pa made millions out of workwear, poor Lesouvier. First-rate chap. Just an accident of birth. Even the great lord himself was of the persuasion, till he swept the lizards from the temple. What sticks in your craw, Xerox, old spot, is that while promises on Palestine and the Hejira play each other out, the war is decided not on the battlefield, but by schnozzled old Rothsteins and Weitzmans and oak-paneled rooms, belching brandy fumes through fat cigars to the tune of fine young men losing life and limb for percentage points on a ticker machine. He says, "Sell that to the fishwives of Nantucket." 6. So a poor odd jobber must suffice to put a start and an end to the sacrifice. Doubtless eats pork and beans from a tin, lives alone in a squalid room, parts his rug with a metal comb, and ends each day stinking of resin. The auguries are propitious, if not unpredicted. Medusa's hair so juiced she takes her pill, the helot drunk on dregs of wine, while outside mustard gases belch and spill. If the deed were done at all, 'twere better done i' the east. Downstairs, supper clatters in the sink, a club foot scrapes in the hall, the blighter puts on a thin coat and closes the front door. Elliot T. Stern plods mutt-infested streets, where the yellowish curls of fat-armed matrons, bare to the elbows, lean through sash windows, spitting fag ends from blistered lips. Impregnating the quarter of new foreigners brought in to replace such Latin waiters as were repatriated for the draft. Through this and that back street, the neutral man limps along, taking neither bus nor tram. Stern follows into a jerry-built walk-up. He breathes its camphor air, as if to be sick, as if to detect the stench that God forsook is all his ancient nose were made for. With meter throbbing on the 5th floor, and poor inebriate fumbling at the door, his vorpal wand snickers the helot's back. A frenzied attack, stupid cops to conclude. A jealous tort with heart of wormwood. 7. So let us horse trade, you and I, in nods and winks. Europe spread out on a billiard table, like a zeppelin blockading the skylight. Follow my finger down these evacuated streets, collaborators' retreats, where the all-night talk is of Swiss hotels, quayside restaurants with 6-inch shells, an argument oblique and of obscure intent, droning on as if oblivious to the question. But do not ask one's humble opinion. Step inside and hear them grumble. About the room the marshals sit and smoke, of Winston Churchill with an Armenian bloke. Mr. President, the revolution will not be cabled direct, though still encoded in modern verse and pass through conventional channels. The agents sent into the field have both changed their spots, our Whitehall colleagues quoth, to join the very cliques they were sent to spy upon. Mr. Quid stakes his talents railing against Sephardic plots in the salons of the rich, while his replacement, Mr. Stern, a Harvard man, one evening melted into the London fog. Yes, government property stolen, fake identities all but gone. And therefore, begging your pardon, the revolution, while still appearing in a Chicago newsletter, may not be telegraphed direct to this office, sir.